Excellent. Good evening and welcome to Love Angels Light TV. Tonight we have Danina, the Futurist Psychic, back with us again. Welcome back, Danina.
Thank you so much. It's so lovely to be here again.
I'm so excited to have you here again. I really enjoy watching you do readings because you are very, very on top of everything you do. Okay, from an outsider perspective, you might not always feel that way.
Look, I think when you switch yourself on and go, okay, it's ready for work, although it doesn't feel like work for me, it's they don't sort of take over everything, but your voice becomes the mouthpiece for them, and all I have to do is just open up and let that happen. And it's wonderful that we can do that. It's exciting.
It is exciting. It is exciting. So tell us just a little rundown. I know you were only here a couple of weeks ago, but a little rundown on what you do and what's your thing?
I guess I have lots of things that I am, but I guess the main thing that I am is I am a futurist psychic. And some people will go for a reading and you'll ask them afterwards, how was your reading? And they'll go, oh, yeah, it was good, but I still don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. And I'm in the firm belief that if you lay everything out on the table, everyone has choice, but let's put it all out there. Let's prepare you. Let's motivate you. If that's a little, slight little flick along the back of the head to get you moving, or a pat on the back, or, and so I'm lucky enough that I've been doing this for a very, very long time, and I've trust so much in what I'm given. And the only reason I have this trust is because the feedback I've got over the last 40 years of information that it can't possibly be written on your forehead, and it still surprises me. It still fills me with awe and surprise when I get feedback back, when there's a connection with someone who's lost a loved one. And it's just the best job in the world to be able to help people move forward and to bring a connection from our spiritual life. In a nutshell.
In it, just a little one. It's more of a walnut shell than an almond.
It's a big walnut, but yes.
I love Dika's comment.
I'm impressed with the level of detail, Danina. Well, thank you so much. That was from the last time I was here. Thank you so much, Dika. That's lovely. And that's lovely to get that kind of feedback, It's nice to know, it's not all about taking the almighty dollar. It's lovely to be able to give back. Even one question can change your life. One question can change your life. And so I invite everybody tonight to really think about their questions, and let's find a question that we can really help you with. Not just general, not just love life, not just, whatever you feel like. Let me answer something that is going to help you tonight, I think, more than anything.
Something specific.
Yeah. Because not many psychics can be.
No.
A lot of them are quite general, and I don't like to be general. I like to be, you pay for our time, and we try and get as much information as possible to help you. And it's lovely with clients that I've had, 20, 25 years, and to see the feedback and see that come through, and see with that knowledge that they've been given come to fruition and come to making their lives better. So tonight I'm all about helping whoever needs the help.
Awesome. So there's been a couple of questions, and one of them is, what do you see for me for the next year? And one of them is, what do you see for me for the next 3 months? So what we want here, guys, is really specific.
Here's your chance. You know, there's
Yeah.
so many out there who are very
Ask the
general
question.
in their advice. I'm here to really help you if I can, you know, if I'm meant to give you this information. So I'm really, you don't need, it's not just about a yes or a no. There's homework, you know, usually.
Yes. Yeah. So we're talking, am I going to move, this year, or when am I going to move even is probably better for you, isn't it? What do you
Yeah,
need?
look, not only when, but you know, we can elaborate on that. But oh gosh, it can be anything. I mean, there's so much that happens in our lives, and you know, if you're really stuck on something, or if you really need help in a direction, or you need help in a certain situation, or with a certain person, or you know, that's where the real help can become. I don't want this time and this free question to be so general that you can't follow anything, or we can't go and do something about it. So I just really would love people to open the floor to them and give them something that they can walk away with and actually do something with.
Definitely. So what do you see in Karina's workplace?
Okay, I feel the workplace has been very rocky. I feel, but in the last 2 weeks to maybe 3 weeks, I feel like there's been a level of understanding, a little bit more of a balance. I still feel that whoever's above you is still feeling their feet. I feel like they're faking it till they make it almost, and they're trying not to be friends with everybody. They're trying to be the boss, and it's not natural for them, I have to say. The next 9 weeks, I'm seeing that the more light-hearted you are, the more open you are, the more, yes, I'm happy to do that. The more joy that you can bring in front of that person, the more that they're actually going to make it easier for you at work. I think the most difficult time has passed. Um, you're amazing in that you'll just get in there and do it, and whatever you see is what you'll do. And it's very hard for you to sit by and watch people not having that same integrity. Don't talk about them. Be the shining star that you are. Get in, do your job. If you're unhappy with someone, with that boss, or with those people, sometimes sunshine's going to get more flies with honey than you do vinegar. It's no use complaining now. Let's just get in and be seen as somebody who just gets things done with a smile on their face. And what you'll find is that there'll be less trouble, less of a brick wall, and more you getting what you want out of this job. So, Karina, I hope that helps you. You're on the right track. You're not going anywhere anytime soon. Hang in there. It will get better. I feel you'll get your wish in the next couple of months. I feel that what you want from them, and it feels like some time away, I think you'll get it. And you just need to just concentrate on yourself. Don't worry about everybody else complaining and their problems. You just be your own beautiful self, and not worry about that. So thank you for your question, Karina.
Awesome. Here's one.
Jess, will you get a job? It the short answer is yes. I feel like taking a stab in the dark and just going for everything, it's like catching a barrel load of fish. There is opportunity there, but if you really, really want to get the job that you want, I kind of feel that there's some extra study or an extra qualification that you could do in the meantime. It's like an extra piece of paper, an extra feather in the cap. And that will be available to you over the next 7 weeks. And that's something that is going to open a lot more doors. And I feel like, yes, you'll get the job, but I feel that there's something so much better. I feel like if you do get it, it won't be the one, but I feel there's some extra qualification that's actually really going to get you before May next year, the job that you absolutely adore. I'm just trying to read her question. So I applied for a job where I was told I didn't get it due to formatting. I'm fighting the decision. Look, I still think that it's not. I don't think that the person that they've got is going to work out. I need you to really look at some of the extra things that you could be doing to for qualification wise. I just feel like the other person had more pieces of paper, but I don't feel that they're a right fit as far as personality wise. So even though it feels like you haven't got the job, I feel that whatever you've applied for, you will get. But it doesn't feel like right now. But it's sort of like, oh wow, they want me back for an interview, and I think you were more nervous the first time applying, or and I just feel you've got to be more confident that you can do this. And it's not just about leadership. It's there's just an extra little qualification on how to do something more than just a leadership course, a technical aspect, possibly on a paperwork level or on a computing level, a management kind of level. And it's not a huge course, but it's just something extra. You can say, oh, I've done MYOB or whatever I'm not saying that's it specifically, but I'm just saying. But just know that what you've been applying for, you will get. But something even better is coming in May. So it's your choice. You can wait, say no to this one because May is going to be amazing. If you need the money now and then take what is on offer or what's coming, and then go into that new job with open arms, because you'll absolutely love it. Thank you, Jess. Very interesting. Let me know. Because it's not just about qualifications. People, some people clash very, very easily. And people who hire people don't know that until they're actually in that environment. And then some people very, very quickly realize that this person is definitely not going to be part of our makeup, a part of our family, in our job. So I just feel that the other person is not going to gel well with the other people. Will my money situation improve, Bianca? It's still quite a general question. Money, if you didn't spend money, your money situation would improve. If we didn't buy a coffee every day, our money situation would improve. Like sometimes we treat ourselves because we want to feel better, but in fact that's money that we've washed away, that we aren't going to put aside to something that is actually going to improve our lives greatly. So sometimes delayed gratification is a great thing. let me tell you that if you can budget more, save more, and actually save some, you'll surprise yourself. And not just about money for a rainy day, but actually really get something that you really, really want. As far as asking, will my money situation improve on a job level? Once you decide what you really, really want to do and put some passion into that instead of just whatever happens, I think then you'll actually start to earn money that you deserve. But if you're just getting up, going to work, or looking for work and not really, putting the energy into that, and that's all about manifesting something greater. So if you really want something to change, then you have to start believing that the change is going to happen. And it's amazing what happens when you do that. Mindset is everything. So money will start to improve once you start to improve how you feel about yourself and what you think you deserve. So if you think you deserve to earn more money, then you need to start believing that that's going to happen. And I think it will. I think between now and June is the most optimum time for you to increase the amount of money that you can be earning. But you could be saving a bit too. So thank you so much, Bianca.
Oh, that's a bit cute. I've got a mum and daughter team on here. All right. Oh, did I pull up the right one? Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much for your question, Catherine. Can I first say that you are going to be a mum? Okay? Right out, hands down, Mazare, you are going to be a mum. And sometimes our anxiety and our absolute desire can create more anxiety, and we actually push away the opportunity, because of our stress levels. And I want to say that I don't see an IVF situation. I don't see having to get that extra help on that level. I feel like okay, they are showing me 3 children for you, so get a wriggle on. 2 of one sex, 1 of the other. 2 children very close together, 1 with a bit of a gap. Same father for all 3 children. That's always nice and comforting. But you will be a mum times 3. Not all at once. It's not triplets, okay? Although there must be some joke somewhere about twins, or there must be a connection with twins, but it doesn't feel like twins. But 2 of the kids are quite close together. It doesn't feel like extra medical help on that IVF level, but there may be hormonally some things that you might need to look at, and obviously our stress levels can help and change our hormones as well, but so maybe on that level, but I can definitely see you being a mum. Yeah, there is a joke about twins. I don't see twins, but if you don't want a baby whilst you're breastfeeding one of the children, I would suggest being very, very careful, because you can fall pregnant whilst breastfeeding a 8-9-month-old baby. That old wife stuff. You can fall pregnant, pretty soon after. So please be careful. Okay.
All right, let me have a look here.
Okay. Jackie, I feel like you've got everything in front of you to make this business a success, because I feel that the business is about you and what you can do. And the more confident you are in what you do, the more successful you will become. I feel like there needs to be some learning on marketing yourself, marketing the business, and it's, you know, spending that extra money to do that. I feel like that's the missing link. You know, referrals are great, and 95% of my business is referral. But when you're starting a business, you know, when your business is young, and there has, you know, that you can't just rely on family and friends to have people come through that door. So looking at marketing and different ways of marketing. If you want to message me, I do have some extra suggestions that you can do. More than happy to do that. So just inbox me, and I'll write you a few things that have worked for me. And success wise, look, it's going to take, which isn't very long in business, I have to say, about 15 months. So I look ahead 15 months. Don't give up. Don't go plan to do something else. Stick with this, right? Consistency is the key. And I feel other people going, oh, you know, don't you think we should be maybe doing a side job? Don't you think? No, 100% on you and on your business. I want you to give it 15 months, because I'm not saying that you've got to wait 15 months for it to be starting to earn money. You're asking me, when is it going to be successful? Now, is success to you $100,000 a year? Is it $500,000? Is it the dollar amount? Is it notoriety and people knowing who you are? And so, you know, you have to decide what your level of success is. But I do understand that, you know, the business is you. So the more you promote you, the more you are being seen, the more, you know, Facebook is your friend. Absolutely. Instagram is your friend. And also just being available to try and do extra things to get noticed. But yes, please inbox me, and I'll give you some extra suggestions. Thanks, Jackie.
I saw one a minute ago and it's gone. Ah, this one.
Oh, Michelle, my heart goes out to you. I feel the sadness and the frustration, and I don't want you to lose hope. I feel like there's some things that you need to address in yourself, and you do need to look after yourself, and they're okay. Don't feel like they're not going to be okay. And for the moment, for whatever reason, you're being kept apart. I'm just asking time frames. I feel like you have to show that you're doing well. I think I think there needs to be looking after yourself first. I feel like you need to not prove to anybody, that's not, but just get on with what you need to do for you. Show that you're moving forward and you're actually feeling better, being better, and send them, make sure that the connection is still there. Make sure that if it's birthdays, you send a card. If it's Christmas, keep that connection going. Send a text message. so that even if they're not replying, you're still doing what a mum needs to do. You know, you're still showing them that no matter how much negativity is at you, that you're still trying the contact, you're still making the effort, and you will be rewarded. um, I feel like um, I feel like it's not just their decision either. I feel like there's a mediator or somebody in their ear and keeping you apart. And I feel like, you know, the short answer is 5 months. The longest is 21 months. Even if it was 5 years, you will still have them. They will want to be with you. They will come back to you. But um, it doesn't feel that long away. I'm not saying it's 5 years, but you know, certainly a lot sooner than you think. But let's work on you. Let's get you strong. Let's get you to a place where you're, you know, able to show that you're not a better person, but you feel better, and that's really really important. Let's work on you first. You have such a gorgeous heart, and I know you can do it, and I do see you holding your daughters in your arms. So thank you, Michelle.
Beautiful.
This is a private question, and Janine, I want you to inbox me. I don't want to put any of this out on public view. I will answer your question. So after tonight, after this session, if you can please inbox me on Danina Scrivener or the Futurist Psychic. It's not because it's bad news. I just don't feel that this is a forum to be talking about your grandson. So if you know, I will answer you, but I would like to do that privately, if that's okay. So message me, and I once I've finished here, I will message you. Okay. Thanks. Thanks, Janine. You know what, Deb? It's easier to move.
I literally
Um,
gave that advice to someone the other night.
you know what? There's such a negative energy around them. They're so stubborn. They do not see what they're doing is wrong. They think you're the crazy nut. They think you know, you're the Nazi. They think that you're definitely um, you're in the wrong and they're not. And it's so much anxiety for you, and so much negativity. And I know that you love your home, and I know that you love your space, and these people have just totally ruined it. Not just for you. There's other people in the street as well. So it's not just you, you know, that is being affected. Um, I'm going to answer this in a different way. I'm not going to answer are they. I want to ask how we can get them out rather than the outcome as I see it. Um, okay, there's a thing called squeaky wheel syndrome, and the more squeaky wheeled you are, the more attention that you get. And I feel that there are a lot of things going on in this place: noise, drugs, um, theft. Um, there are some things that are going on in this house, which, you know, that could get them into a lot of trouble. So writing to council, writing to your local member, being annoying to the police, is more, as stressful as that is. If you want them to move quicker, then this is what you need to be, the squeaky wheel, not to them. In fact, I want you to totally ignore them. I don't want you to interact with them. I don't want you to, but, you know, cameras at the front would be awesome, angled at their comings and goings. Seeing the cars, I can see lots of cars that visit and lots of noise and lots of music. If it's after 10 o'clock at night and the music's on, call the police. And I know that you may have done all that, but they're saying keep doing it. Squeaky wheel. Let me tell you that if you keep doing it for the next, I know 9 weeks is a long time, but considering how long they've been there and what they've been doing, I also see a problem on a monetary level for them too. So whether they're going to be evicted or something on that level. So the short answer is yes, they will move. The stress levels for you would be great if you could move, but you love your home. So, you know, that's going to change. There's also the ill health of the oldest. There's going to be a health issue with the oldest person that lives in that house and being removed from that house, and things getting a little bit worse before they get better. But I feel you'll get your wish. I'm just asking on a time frame before February. But there's money issues in that they may not be paying. They might have a mortgage that they're not paying. Okay, so there's monetary issues. It feels like a big family or a big, you know, lots of people coming and going. But honestly, you're going to just ignore them. I know that's really, really hard to do when they're in your face, but as if you're not, so that they don't confront you. And you just, when you see something, call, when you know, write. But by February, I feel like there's a shift, and there's the health issue of the oldest person, and things sort of crumbling from there. And then them getting an ultimatum and having someone making a decision that they would have to change where they're living. But it's because of the ill health of the oldest that the dominoes start to fall. So if you can hang in for that long, I know actually it's not that far along when you consider what you've already had to put up with. But peace will be regained. And I don't feel like you have to move, but it's taken out of your hands. But keep being the squeaky wheel, keep doing it, because it's the more you do it, you know, the more the quicker it will happen. But at the end of the day, it'll come down to a monetary reason as to why. And the next people that move into that house are sent from heaven. Like, oh my gosh, you'll love them. Like, they'll be so much nicer people. And so hang in there for a little bit longer and keep doing what you're doing. Thanks, Deb.
Awesome. Just to confuse, we've got Deborah now.
Deborah, I'm so sorry to hear about your son. I think there is no other pain imaginable than losing your own child, and some people sort of think, oh, you know, you should be getting over this, you should be moving on, and you should be, you know, and why it hurts like hell, and it's still so painful. So don't gauge other people's responses or reasons, or, you know, like, it's okay to grieve still, and it's not. The first thing he's saying is she's not looking after herself. You know, that you're fading, and he doesn't want you to do that. He does want you to move forward. I don't know if he worked with wood or played with wood, but sticks in places that shouldn't be, in a whether and loose, or but you know, a stick sitting in the front seat of the car, or on a pathway that you know that was cleared. Like, I don't know what the significance of sticks are, but he's showing me placing sticks in unusual places. He's talking about February, something about a special occasion for February. So you'd have to let me know what that means, whether it's a birthday or something important for that month. He's talking about the aches and pains that you have, physical pains. I'm not talking about the emotional. And I'm getting a lot of pain in my lower back and my neck. And so you'll have to confirm with me if that's yours or his. And he says you're not sleeping, that you wake all the time when you find it difficult to go to sleep. You're really, really low in magnesium and zinc, and he wants you to up those levels. Your sleeping pattern is just all over the shop, and it's and eating too late. So he's still very concerned about you. He's still very much part of what you're doing and where you are. He does like being in the car with you. That's a very close time. And there's a spot where you sit overlooking water, or looking at water, and I can see him sitting beside you. It's like a special spot. And so he says, I'm sitting beside. So he's sending you so much love, and I know it's easy. The month of his memorial, yeah, because he's talking about February, and he just wants you to know that he's as okay as he can be, that he loves you, that he misses you so much. He knows how difficult it is that you don't hear his voice, that you can't hold him, but he's very much still following you around the kitchen and sitting in the car with you, and again, sending you so much love, honey. And if you'd like to connect on a much stronger level, then please book in a reading, and I would love to be able to do that for you. So thank you so much, Deborah. And again, sending you so much love. Schooling. Goodness. Okay. One type of schooling isn't going to fit your children. I don't. They're not all the same. So, if we look at them individually, then there's we can even do more on that level. But um, I feel like you've got their best interest at heart, and I feel that your intuition is letting you feel right about certain things for your kids' schooling, and you've got to do what feels right for you. Um, because you do have their best interest, and you do know them, um, and I feel that extra money will be well spent. That it's worth it, and that your thought processes and what the pros and cons that you've already gone through, I feel like you've already made that sort of decision, and they're saying follow your intuition. And it's, yes, it's a bit extra, but it is going to be worth it. So I hope that makes it a little bit clearer on your convictions of what you've already decided that you'd like to do. Thanks, Mel. Oh, Vicky, the eternal question. I think you've made it too comfortable for them to leave home. I think you Mrs. Fix It. You do everything for them, and as frustrating as it is for you, because at the moment it's like you're ready to go on with what you want to do with your life, and it's like, well, come on, go. But on the other hand, who else looks after them as well as you do? Like, maybe you need to make it a little bit more financially in their hip pocket, and maybe you need to not do so much as you do, so that moving out of home is a number 3 option now. But if you can do work on that, then it will be a number 1 option for them to be moving out. But you've made it too oh gosh, it's like a hotel. Everything's done for them, even though and it's stressful for you. But you love them to bits, and you show your love by doing things for them, and there's no reason for them to move out. So unless you change some of the rules and some of the financial things that you do for them, it's not going to change, and then they're going to be a problem for the relationships they're into, because they're going to expect everything done for them instead of the other way around. So you're not actually creating men that will be good to their wives on that level, because you've spoiled them too much, and then they're going to expect their woman to do the same. So make it uncomfortable. Don't do so much, and have a few parties and make lots of noise and be really annoying, and then they'll move out and get to do what they want to do. But they will eventually. But you have to make a decision that the only way they're going to move out is if you stop doing everything for them. Thanks, Vicky. Sammy, your great Nana has lived an amazing life, and look at, even though she's got some problems, she has the mind of a, my goodness, don't not forget anything, and there's still life there, even though there are some issues on that health level. Mobility probably a little bit more now than before, but um, 98 is an absolutely fabulous innings, and there's a great level of tiredness. I just feel, in my heart, I feel like there's been some complications there. Um, I feel like she's a bit of a matriarch in that she feels like she still needs to be here to make sure everyone's okay. So she's still going to be there for everybody. Very strong woman. Um, there's a lovely man waiting for her, very patiently, that is ready to bring her across. But I think she'll surprise you, even with the health issues that she has. I mean, she will cross over, and but I feel it will be in a gentle way. I don't feel like being connected to tubes and in a horrible way. I feel like um, being surrounded by the people that she loves, and everyone being able to say goodbye. I don't feel that opportunity will be taken from you. Um, but what an amazing great nan you have, and she's definitely going to surprise you all. In just she just keeps coming back. She keeps moving forward. But she is tired, and there are some health complications that won't be fixable, but I just feel it will be a gentle passing, which will be really lovely, and in plenty of arms of people that are waiting very patiently for her to cross over. So, um, enjoy every minute that you have with her. Thanks, Sammy. Vivian, the first thing I get is third time lucky. So I don't know how many times before she has applied, but I'm going, yay, third time lucky. I feel that this is something that she's been wanting to do for a really, really long time. And there is cause for celebration. I just feel, I feel like there's 2 no's and then a yes. So you'll have to let me know how many no's there've already been. But I do see her in a uniform. I see her helping many children, teenagers. She's got such a way with people, and she's one tough cookie, and but still keeps that amiability. There's no other word for it. That people will do what she wants, not by force, but because of the beautiful person that she is. Um, you might worry that the work that she's going into, but she's very well protected, and I feel like there's levels up, so she won't just stay on that lower level. I can see her getting promoted. Um, and that's because she's a bright cookie as well. So, there's certainly a great career for her in the police force. If you're asking if it's this year, it may not be. I just feel like next intake, or like I said, there's 2 no's and then a yes. So I don't know what the intake levels are. So technically it may not be this year, because we haven't got a lot of this year left over. but for her to keep trying, because the squeaky wheel works on that level as well. And, but they're saying third time lucky. So you'll have to let us know when that happens, Vivian. Thank you. Hi, Chelsea. Big answer is yes. Absolutely. The hugest big yes. If you can message, can you ask me when was the last time that you had a pregnancy test? Please. Because I'm getting news. They're saying 19, and that can be 19 minutes, 19 weeks, but definitely soon. And everything's working fine, okay? Everything is okay. Just don't stress so much. It's going to happen. And you need to start creating a child in something that's in a moment of fun, a moment of 50 Shades. It's not okay, we're making a baby now. It's this time. No, it's get away for the weekend. Do have some fun. I kind of feel that you're going through emotions, and the end of August. Okay, they're telling me soon. It's I'd be highly surprised if there isn't a birth announcement of a baby coming. Is this the same person? Different person?
My bad. No, I tapped it.
No, I was going to say it's a baby
it was
night tonight. Oh, my goodness.
Chelsea. There's lots of baby questions. Lots of baby questions.
Wonderful. Okay, so I just want to say there is a slight miscarriage. So if you've already had that, then then we're clear. So don't. It's easy to say don't stress, but they're saying the baby's coming. It's okay. Everything's being prepared. If you've already had a small miscarriage, then we're good, for next. And yes. So we're going to just hang in there. There's good news coming, and they're showing me a little girl. So keep having fun. Go have a lovely weekend somewhere. Don't make it into a job. It will happen.
Awesome.
Thanks, Chelsea. Awesome. How soon do you see baby number 2? I know my body is telling me to relax, but it's so hard. Okay. So, Melissa, your darling child is not meant to be an only child. That's the very first thing that they're telling me. So, definitely not going to be brought up as an only child. And I'm getting a very strong feminine energy for this baby that's coming. Very strong feminine energy. And, okay, I'm getting between October and October. So we're in October, right? So they're saying between October and October. So you haven't got long to wait, honey. So just relax, have some fun, stop stressing, and your darling son is going to be the big brother that he's meant to be. So hang in there too. Thanks, Melissa.
All right. I have lots of baby questions. But let's take a break for a minute.
There's always a theme, isn't there? I can't believe we've already been doing nearly an hour.
Yeah, it's crazy. It goes fast.
It always goes fast. Time goes fast when you have fun.
That's
Do you have any insight for my mental and physical well-being? Will I get better? Courtney, the first thing I want to say to you is the lowest that you've been is behind you. In other words, I don't see a reoccurrence of the dark times that you've had. I feel like you will never ever get down to that low point. I feel like then over the next 2 months, I do feel a reason to be smiling. I feel like spring is in the air. I feel happier, and but it's easy to say that, but I feel like perhaps either you're on the wrong medication or not the right medication, and the medication is something that you need to consider. But I just don't feel whatever you've been taking or whatever you've said no to is not the right thing for you. And it's okay to put up your hand and say, you know what, I need help with this. And it's not forever. It's only for a very short space of time. And I just feel that extra help is going to make you see yourself clearer and feel like that, okay, I can manage a lot better than what I am. So if you are already on some medication to help with your depression, I want to say to you that it's not the right one. And if you haven't put yourself on medication yet, then you need to ask for some help on that level. But I feel that the circumstances around you, the battles that you've had, the issues with people and family, I feel that it will get better. And because mentally you're starting to feel better, the physical afflictions that you have, my stomach is killing me, by the way, so I don't know if you have stomach issues, but I'm in a lot of pain in that area and bowel, and I just want to say that a lot of that is stress and anxiety, and we eat the wrong things when we don't feel good about ourselves too. So if we change some of that and we look at that and we actually start treating our body in a healthier way, we actually then can move forward and our body actually starts to feel a lot better. You're not drinking enough water, absolutely. Alcohol, coffee, it's just, it's wonderful, but it's really not good for us when we're not in a good state of mental clarity. So if we can help on that level, that would be really, really good. And so it will get better. They're showing me April, completely different direction for you, and just feeling like, oh my God, how could I have felt that bad? Because now I feel so good. And attracting other people into your life that are much more supportive and much more loving, and that's what you need to. I feel like you need to get out of the house and start learning some new things and meeting some new people, and maybe a support group of some kind as well to sort of get through this time that you're in. But you're going to do it, Courtney. You are going to do it, and you've just but I just feel at the moment you need a little bit of extra help, and whatever you're taking is not the right thing for you. So you need to talk to your doctor about that and start getting the help that you need. But you are going to do it. Thanks, Courtney.
think it moved right at the last second.
Oh, Jody, even though you've fallen for this person, I feel like it isn't returned. I feel like in a lot of ways they're a bit selfish, and they're not concentrating on what's right for anyone else but themselves. And there's a little bit of narcissism there that it isn't positive for you. Like, you know, there are gorgeous things about them, and the idea of what it could be because of, you know, who he is as a person, but it's not returned. And so that will just bring you pain, and it'll only make you feel worse about yourself. So I want to, as hard as it is to say, I want to say you do deserve better. And the next 12 months for you is I can see us sitting across from each other and you describing this other person that's going to be coming into your life, which doesn't, you know, this person is way up here, and the one that you're besotted on at the moment is way down here. So they're just saying that, you know, some of the things are similar in what attracts you to this person, but, you know, you would be losing a lot of yourself if you continue to try and make this person love you. And there is no magic spell, or, you know, and you move on. Come on, there's the real ones out there. That's 500% better than this one. And if you want to know more, book in for a reading and we'll go through even more what you need to do. But, you know, at this stage, I'm going to say no, it will not be returned. And if anything, we'll just make you more frustrated and sad. So thank you, Jody. Okay, I want to say to you, Amanda, there's a book called Barefoot Investor. And I think out of all the financial directions and help and things, that is, you know, one of the best Bibles to really start looking at your life and improving yourself financially. And there's some really wise, basic beginnings. And I kind of feel like your mindset is paycheck to paycheck, and that's what you're getting. So if you don't actually believe that you deserve more than that paycheck, or if you don't believe that there's another way of actually creating an income outside of that paycheck, then you're not going to get it. So they're saying, yes, there is an opportunity for you to change the way you live, but you need to change the way you live. You know, and I think Barefoot Investor would be a really good program for you to follow. I think you can get them at the books at Big W. You might even find them at the op shop. You know, he's been around for a long time. But I just feel, because you're living from paycheck to paycheck, nothing's going to change, because that's your mindset. That's what you think you deserve, not that what you think you deserve, but that's what you're creating. And so the biggest thing, you know, there's no major inheritance or lotto win that's going to come from left field. The only way this is going to be changing is if you change what you're doing. And having something like I wish I got paid for recommending different things, but very clearly they're showing me the front of the book of Barefoot Investor. So that's, and there is an American guy who runs a financial program, which is amazing as well, which escapes me at the moment. But if you message me and remind me, I'll look for the book and let you know. But I just feel like mindset has to change for things to change. So it will, but you've got to change first.
That's right.
Thank you, Amanda.
Isn't it?
It is.
My mum bought me the Barefoot Investor.
Oh, there's my beautiful friend Robin. Thank you so much, honey. And always a pleasure to see you on here and supporting us and sending you so much love. Hope you're feeling better soon. Love you. That's, Robin is an amazing person, and it's so lovely to see you here, honey. So thank you.
Yes, I am very grateful for the connection that I've made over the past 18 months.
Okay, I don't see the exams being changed in as far as not happening. I do feel how they're going to be done is going to be a little bit different than what would normally happen. You're ready. You don't need to learn anything more. You 10 times over, you're ready. Don't believe that you can't do this. And in your mind is, I would be trying to reduce stress, maybe not so much coffee a couple of days beforehand, try and remain calm, get lots of sleep. You don't need to cram any more into that brain of yours. Okay, be fresh, get lots of sleep, and you will nail it. Okay, you will absolutely nail it. So stop stressing. That doesn't mean go on a holiday on a drinking bender. It just means, you can't study anymore, right? You know it. You've just got to now eat well, get lots of sleep, and stay off anything that's going to high vibe you and keep you awake, and go in there and do those exams and be refreshed, and you will knock it out of the park. So good luck. Not that you need it. You'll be fine.
Awesome. This one. I know we've gone over the hour, but I figure you don't mind.
Yeah, never worries me. What's next?
Oh, it didn't click.
Nope.
That's all right. I got it. It's totally not where I was going, but that's cool.
Hi, Tammy. Okay, there's more than one thing going on your health, and not on a surgical level. I kind of feel like a naturopathic, definitely direction, a diet. I feel that's and hormonal. I'm not sure where you're from, Tammy. I can recommend a wonderful naturopath that's actually in Wollongong, but works online as well. But I kind of feel the natural way is the direction that they're showing me in. I feel extremely tired, almost to a lethargic point of level, and I don't feel motivated, and I feel I'm aching all over. So there's more than one thing going on here. There's an over toxicity. Please inbox me, and I'll talk about some of the treatment things that they're talking about. I don't want to go anymore on a live show. So Natalie, please inbox me, tell me what it is that we were talking about, and that will jog me enough to know that it's you, and I will give you a list of the things that are in my head that's private.
That's funny.
Okay.
That jumped. I didn't even realise the comment had jumped because we were on Tammy from Young talking about the health, and then it clicked onto. It must have moved when I hit the button to Natalie. So that's funny.
Okay.
Because I know with Tammy you were talking about the natural path and all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Gosh, near future. I feel like, Natalie, I think the opportunity's there. And I feel you need to work more towards your passion than what you have to do. I feel like there's more than one choice. I feel like you're weighing, oh, should I do this or should I do that? I want you to pick the one that you feel excited about. I want you to pick the thing that resonates, that feels like it's not a job. I feel like you need to follow your heart, not just because it's something that you do well. And there is career change, but you have to make the change. So you have to decide what it is that you really want to do. It's interesting when people come for a reading. That's probably one of the biggest questions I get asked. And it's lovely to be able to see the light switch on people and go, oh, yes, that's what I want to do, you know, and that's exciting. So, you know, if you work your passion, it's not work.
That's right.
You know, you love what you do, Eileen. I love what I do. This is not work for me. And so we're fortunate that we do what we do, but then there's so many people out there who spend more time in a job they hate than home with their family or in the rest of their life, and it's so sad. So I encourage everyone to find what their passion, to find what that makes their heart sing.
That's what I tell people too.
Yeah, exactly.
That's my exact wording.
Yes,
is this choice going to make your heart
changes, but there are career changes, but you actually need to make the changes. You know, there's a saying: man who sits on side of mountain waiting for cooked goose to fly in waits a long time. You can't sit at home or in your job dreaming about something if you don't actually do something about it. Thanks, Natalie. Okay, Sky, I feel like I'm on a roundabout. I feel like I'm like a merry-go-round. I feel like it's the same. You get up, do the same thing, and next minute it's the end of the week. And it's stuff that you have to do. And nothing that I'm joyful about. And so I kind of feel like you need to step out of your comfort zone a little bit and actually put your hand up to go and do something new. I don't care if it's a dance class. I don't care if it's a WEA nighttime 2-hour Italian cooking. macrame class. It's all about meeting new people, getting out of your comfort zone of the rut that you've got yourself into. And I just feel like once you can step out of that or off that merry-go-round, that things are actually going to improve. And so you and if you get invited to something, for goodness sake, go do it. Don't put it off. Don't, no, you know, I haven't got anything to wear, or I haven't got time. Make the time, and you will absolutely love it. And I just feel like you need to live a little bit more of life instead of same-o, same-o. And then once you've lived a little bit of life and doing something new and more life happens. But if we keep doing what we've been doing, you're always going to get what you've got. That's the thing, you know. So it will improve, but you've got to start accepting invitations to do something different and start learning some new things that are different as well. Some fun things. Thank you, Sky. It'll get better, I promise.
Awesome.
Okay, one of your children, I'm going to say the youngest, you know, they didn't come out both at the same time. So the youngest one will be more of a challenge than the firstborn. And I feel they'll be very different in their learning, the way they learn. Together, they're, oh my goodness, you've got your hands full. That's all I can say. Absolutely got your hands full. But the more you can do different things with them, the more that you can find their little niche, what they like, rather than putting both in the A class together. And I'm talking about, you know, sport or, you know, learning something. Give them their own identities of what they would like. Get them used to not doing everything together. They're going to be at the same school, absolutely, but I feel it would be good for them to be in different classes. So if you get that right, then everything will calm down, and they will love it, and they will still mix together at recess and at lunch and all that sort of thing. But it would be good to have them in, and they will respond better and be better kids when they've actually got their own identities. Wow, beautiful energy from both of them. But yes, you've definitely got your hands full. One seems to be clumsier than the other, and that's because their mind is racing to the next thing and they're not actually looking at what's in front of them. So I kind of feel that one is more rushing, more bull at a gate, not, you know, and being more clumsy. There might be a need to look at glasses for them. So the clumsier one out of the two may need their eyes tested, because I kind of feel it's not just clumsy to be the bull at the gate, but it's also not seeing. So please get both their eyes tested, but it's definitely the clumsier one, the one that hurts themselves more. So is it Dana?
Dana.
Yeah. So Dana, I hope that helps you, and good luck.
Twins, yeah, good luck.
Good luck. Okay. You presented really, really well in the job interview. The problem is, I feel like there's somebody already earmarked for the job. It's not what you know, it's who you know. So it's got nothing to do with your skills or what you've learnt or what your qualifications are. I kind of feel that they've already earmarked someone for this position that's internal. The type of work, so the job that you actually applied for, I think is well suited for you. So keep looking in that environment to find that job. And there may be a connection to that particular company, but not that particular job. So if another job comes up for them, then I think that you might have a greater success rate with that. But I just feel that this particular job that you've applied for today is earmarked for somebody else, but they have to have so many interviews for what's required. But there is a connection to that company or that what you were actually applying for. So I'd be surprised if they're giving me your optimum time between now and March, so you haven't got long to wait to get the job that you're going to really enjoy. And there's a bit of travel connected, so having to get to that job, whereas the job that you actually get, it feels easier to get to. So that's good all round. So I don't think that you would be as happy if that they accept you for this job. But it just doesn't feel, I just feel like it's already got someone's name on it. But not long to wait now. Gosh, jobs and babies tonight.
Jobs and babies. We're about to get into some other stuff. You ready? How many more would you like to do? That's the question.
I'm happy to keep going. How many have we got there? Can you see me purchasing another family house in the future? Another family house. It feels yes, but I feel I can see plans in front of me. So it feels like building something the way I want it. Not, oh, there's the house, let's buy that one. It's I want these many rooms and I want that roof and I want that kitchen, and it just feels like it's more getting what you want and but by building it. Kind of feels about not the optimum time is 3 years. So I don't feel, and it feels different to where you are. I feel more open, more space, and the view is beautiful. So I don't feel enclosed. I think if you tried any earlier than that, there'll be problems. And can I tell you that the logo of the builder is yellow, or that the writing is, there's a main color yellow. So I know that sounds really crazy, but if the business card or the logo has more yellow in it, then that's the one. So I don't know. Sometimes they give you stuff and it isn't until things happen and they go, oh my God, it was yellow. Then it's crazy. But yeah, that's the one to use.
So that will sell previously.
Yeah. Yeah, this is being built. And I kind of feel that you'll get help. Like it's not just your money. I feel like family coming together and getting something that everybody would love, and it suits everybody. So, and with your MS, I want to say a more organic, natural approach. Is there such a thing as a vitamin C injection?
I have no idea.
I don't know what that is. Something to look at, but vitamin C treatment or vitamin C something. But your things improving, not getting worse.
Infusions.
On a health level. Yeah, the vitamin C infusions they're talking about. Yeah. So is it a thing? I've never actually heard of that before, but that's what they're showing me. So interesting.
Oh, the neurologist has advised her on that one.
Beautiful. Happy to help. Thanks, Joanna.
I think my computer wants to do its own thing.
I'm getting feedback now. I can hear myself.
Oh, that's odd. I don't hear an echo for you.
That's okay.
This one.
And I don't see any extra additions of pregnancy for you. We all have choice, that's a thing, but I don't actually. But I do see a relationship with someone that already has children or is not. I kind of see two children, but whether it's on a fostering level or it's their children, but there's two being seen as part of the family. I feel marriage, yes, but I feel delays. I feel like there may have already been delays, or there are the delays of changes, and feeling very upset about that. And but there is cause for celebration. There will be a wedding, and I can see more than 10 people in front of me. So obviously things are going to change. I just feel that everything's on hold. I'm going to stick to what they told me first, and that is I don't see any extra children. And can you please inbox me? I don't want to talk anymore. Can you just inbox me and remind me about what we've been talking about, so I know it's you. It's a bit hard to see the writing of people's names. Let's just say yes, you will get married. I don't see any extra children that you will have. So please inbox me and I'll clarify that for you. Thank you.
All right. She said, no worries. Thank you so much. We might call it there if that's okay with you. There's still 40 people, which is amazing. But wow, we've been going for an hour and a half. And by we, I mean you. You've been going for an hour and a half. And I know you could do it all night if you wanted to.
I could have. I think the biggest day I've ever done is, I think, 16 hours back to back. I think that's probably the longest that I've done. But I love it, and it's it's wonderful to be given the opportunity to spend some time with you this evening and with all these beautiful people that have asked their questions.
What I think they would like to know is, when would you like to come back?
Whenever you'd like me, honey. If I'm not busy,
I have a wide open November.
What was that?
I have a wide open November, so if you want to book into any Thursday or Friday.
I'd say let's look at, because I know that the first couple of weeks of November I'm chockers, but mid-November I think would be fine.
19th or 20th?
Yep. Either of those.
Thursday night or a Friday night, which would you prefer?
I think a Thursday is always good for me.
Excellent.
Friday
there you go, guys.
My international clients, so yeah, Thursdays are better.
Awesome. All right, guys, Thursday night, the 19th of November, Danina will be back with us to share some more of her awesomeness. Thank you so much for this evening.
Oh, loved it as always. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you, everyone, for your questions, and see you next time. Bye.
See you next time. We will be back tomorrow night. Tomorrow night I have Vanessa Carroll. She is one of our Melbourne-based beautiful psychic mediums. So drop by tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. Sydney time, and we will see you then. You guys have a good night.